Hello, everybody. Hello, all of you on Facebook, YouTube, as well as those of you that are on IG. I'm super excited. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Rush Week. Rush Week, Rush Week, Rush Week. And it's been a long time, but I'm so glad to see you guys. And I'm excited because as promised, we are here this week to share with you guys all about the ReFresh Institute and all of the above, all that's going to say all of you that are on here. It's good to see you guys. We got people from Ireland. Good to see you. Good to see y'all, Raquel and Michael Clapper and Vanette. Good to see y'all, Stephanie, Keita, Rhonda. Good to see y'all. Writing in faith. It is amazing. Again, I miss seeing y'all. I miss being online. I miss being live with you guys, and I'm kicking off this year going strong as we prepare for our spring semester of the ReFresh Institute. And so if anybody knows me, my heart is to train, my heart is to build up and to empower you in your purpose. And when I tell you, I love seeing people flourish, being who God has called them to be. That is just an absolute joy of mine. I enjoy traveling as much as I enjoy singing. I thoroughly enjoy empowering you to be your best you. I thoroughly enjoy being able to share the heart of God with you as it pertains to your grace, as it pertains to what it is that God has called you to do in the earth. Like, that is such a heartstring of mine. And so I'm so excited to be with you guys. Yes, Happy New Year to you, Jameer. Happy New Year to all of you guys. Hey, Michelle, Miss Mickey, good to see you. And Melissa and Chris, good to see you guys. And those of you that are joining me also on IG. I'm telling you, it has just been a joy. It's a joy to see people flourish in being all that God has called them to be. And so we're not stopping. We're actually just getting started with the mandate, and we're just getting started with the outpour. We're just getting started in making sure you are educated. See, it's one thing for people to just be gifted in what they do, but it's another thing for you to be very intentional about the very things that God has called and have even trusted you with. God has trusted so many of us with the gift, not just of singing, but of songwriting, also with the gifts of being able to sing and to play and to draw and to paint and all of the above. God has and trusted some of us with the grace to intercede. He's entrusted us with the grace to lead. He's entrusted us with so much. And through the Institute, our courses, our classes are dedicated to empowering that set person. It is set to empower those that are walking in specific graces, and such as worship leadership, teaching you how to build culture, such as just worshipers and believers as a whole, helping you to understand where God's heart is for the worshiper in this hour. And I just want to give you a little tidbit. Do you not know that what we have endured and what we have experienced as worshipers in this day and hour has actually been mediocre? It has been status quo, and it hasn't really reached the heart of God like we needed to. Some of us, we know we've been fed up with how worship has been within our local assemblies. And so the Lord has even shared with me over the last year. And if you were at the ReFresh Summit last summer, I began to share a little bit about what this mandate was, this mandate for worshipers to step up, to come deeper and to come higher in Him, and to carry on this massive responsibility in the earth, to release His glory, to guard it, and to make it, to release it in ways that it would impact the world just all the way around. And so I'm super excited because I'm kicking off Rush Week today, but throughout the next couple of days, we're having some of our instructors coming that's going to share with you what they're teaching in their different classes. It's good to see y'all. It's good to connect with y'all. I know someone asked how to enroll already, so I'll just throw this in right here. You can go on our website at www.refreshglobalnfp.org to register. We already have people going in registering for our worship classes, registering for our intercessory courses, registering registering for our psalmistry courses, music theory courses. We got vocal courses. We got, I mean, people all the way around. There are those that are tapping right on in. Hey, Michelle, good to see y'all. There are people, and Latrice, I'm Essie, Mary, good to see you guys. We got people that are already registering for, and our class sizes are on its way to being filled, on its way to being where we want it to be, where we've been praying for it to be. And we don't want to close out this spring enrollment time without you being a part of that, of this class, without you being a part of this empowerment that is taking place. So our Refresh Institute, again, it is readily available. We have classes in worship arts, creative arts, and we even also have specialized courses for those that are trying to figure out why they are wired the way that they are. Our entire Life Wire team has developed a course that they're teaching through the Institute that helps you to accept you and your unique difference, accept the way you are wired, and they help you to reach that goal. And we have been blessed to be able to serve people within this last fall semester. And we're looking to take up the notch a little bit higher, and they'll all be here sharing their courses a little later on this week. They'll be sharing about their courses, the things that they dive into, and all of the above. But I serve not only as the president of the Refresh Institute, I also serve as the curriculum director. And I am excited about all that we're doing to empower God's people for what they're called to. One of the questions on here right now is this online or in person? Our classes right now are completely online, and they're online right now because our scholars are all across the U.S. and abroad. And so we want to be able to serve everybody, and we want to be able to serve them no matter where you are, whether you're in Ireland. I saw some people on here from the UK. We are here to serve you. We have classes that are designed and scheduled to honor the various different time zones. And of course, anybody that's not necessarily in our local home, but it's online, you can go, you can register because we have it readily available just for you. So again, we have our Worship Arts Academy, our Creative Arts Academy, and our specialized courses. Now, of course, my heartstring is worship arts. So worship arts is not only just tapping into singing, but it is worship leadership. We talk about the psalmist. We have a psalmistry course track and journey. We have intercessors that are on here because intercessors play a huge role in worship culture. I see you, Brazil. Good to see you on here. We also, we tap into foundations of worship. So we have a generalized worship study, and we tap into the foundations of worship, and we also tap into this called a different priesthood. And I'll just explain those courses to you guys a little bit more. So a lot of people ask us, what is it that pushes you to do what you do in worship? What it is that pushes you to do in music? And I'm going to tell you guys, it goes beyond creativity. There is a responsibility that we have to the kingdom, and that is to share his glory and to share it in massive ways. And I believe it goes even beyond prophetic worship. It goes beyond that, but it's all about building up places and abodes where God can make his presence known, not just in the corporate assembly, not even in the local assembly, but in you all individually. And our courses are designed to not only share with you what it is or how it impacts the local assembly, but how it impacts your life as a whole. So I would say if you're a believer as a whole, then as a believer, you are a worshiper. Everything that God has given you to do, everything that God has ordained you to do and fulfill in your life through it is as unto him as worship. And so we want to empower you in that. We want to help you to understand those areas in your life that may be stuck to a system or maybe stuck to a tradition that necessarily God is not calling into. One of the things we dive into in our Foundations of Worship class is the structure of the Old Testament, how some of that has literally hindered people from going deeper in their worship. And we take a lot of our revelation, of course, from the Bible, of course, because that's what it is. we take that insight from the Bible. And I remember reading the Hebrews, and it said, as long as that structure and that the structure of the temple, and as long as the structure was in place, we are hindering people from reaching their place. And of course, I'm paraphrasing, but we are hindering those people from reaching where they really need to be in God, because there is an old system, Mosaic system, that's in place. And y'all, when I realized that that was a hindrance to our congregations going deeper in God, it was a hindrance to our understanding of the depths of God and all of the above, my mind was completely blown. And I said, Lord, you got to show me more. You got to give me more revelation about what this means, because we've been taught we've been taught worship based off of those components within the temple, right? The outer courts, the inner courts, the most holies, the holies of holies, and the most holy place. We've been taught worship along those things. But since Jesus has died and has been resurrected, and he is seated at the right hand of the Father, there is a new system that is in place. And we have not taught that new system. So a different priesthood comes after we expose some of our things that we have set as culture within our worship that doesn't necessarily align with God. We then furthermore empower you to reach this place, this priesthood, and follow after Christ wholeheartedly. Do the things that Jesus would have you to do, even in the now. I realize that we're not necessarily honoring Jesus as much as we think we are. And so our courses help break those things down. It helps launches you into this place of really truly honoring God as a worshiper. And y'all, I have had an amazing time creating curriculum. I have had an amazing time teaching these courses. And so I'm super excited about what we have to offer the world, what we have to offer worshipers all around the world in and through worship. And I'm telling you, everything that we have, that we carry, that we've been called to impart, we want to impart it into you as well. We also have classes for the songwriters. And so I remember I've taught the songwriting class, and we challenge you with code songs. We challenge you with not only understanding the mandate of writing in this hour, but we also challenge you and we push your specific grace and your creativity, and we challenge your thought process. And we're like, let's get all of these things out. So we serve as coaches to you so that you can be your best you. I'm telling you, the Institute is designed so that you can be your best you in the earth. And so our spring enrollment is open right now. You can go and register on our website at refreshglobalnfp.org. We currently have students that are in our vocal classes, our LifeWire classes. We have those that are in a different priesthood we have just finished. We have just wrapped up a course with our ReFresh team with the foundations of worship and even a different priesthood. And so we are so grateful to be able to serve the world, to be able to serve every believer. And all of the classes are online so that we can serve both our domestic audience, and we can also serve our international audience as well. And we have classes in the it will be in the afternoon for us, but that's generally in the evening for those that are abroad, and also too in the evening time for those that are here in the US. And so I want to encourage you, if you've been looking for how to sharpen your giftings, how to sharpen the mandate, how to increase in understanding, how to maximize your understanding about what it is that God is truly calling you to do. If you want to know how to take dominion over the area and the grace and the responsibility God is calling you into, I encourage you strongly, very strongly, to join us at the ReFresh Institute. And again, I'm just kicking off our rush week, telling you all that's getting ready to happen in this new spring semester. It's good to see y'all, that all of you that are on here. Thank y'all so much for your love and support. I know you guys are asking about music, so I'm gonna give that announcement in just a few moments. But thank you guys so much for just your support and your love for the ReFresh team and all that we have done in the years past. We're going up a little bit higher, and God has called us to train. And that's on the heart of God for this year for us. it is on the heart of God for us to literally go and to train and go and to push you all into the next place of your purpose. And so we're excited to be able to do that in and through the ReFresh Institute. Questions: will there be a world tour? Well, we are currently touring, and part of our tours has always been not only just the worship aspect, but also the trainings. So we also engage when we tour, we engage in training as well. And I'm excited to announce that we will be doing just that coming up starting in March. We will be doing just that. We'll be going to different states, I know, in the US, and we'll be doing some trainings also too for our international audience. For those in Europe and Africa, we'll be doing some training for you guys virtually. Coming up in this spring, and also too in the fall of 2022. So we have vocal classes, Grace. We do have vocal classes for you, and we do have a partner that we can actually refer you to for our dance classes. So we're super excited because God is doing some amazing things. But I'm telling you, He is not just leaving it just to us. He is not withholding it just for the ReFresh team. He told us, go teach, train, go and share, go and share your share what I've shared with you. Release that to these people, release that so that they can make a difference in their region, a difference in their country, a difference in their local assembly, and even a difference can be made in their own life as well. So again, I'm excited because all of these courses serve a dual role. It'll show you how to make impact in the local assembly, but first it has to hit your life as an individual. It has to hit your life first. And so I encourage you, go on our website, check out all the courses that we have to offer those of you in your different graces. I believe it's so important to sharpen your tools. It is so important to not just have various different gifts, but to sharpen your gifts. It is so important to sharpen the tools that God is equipping you with to make impact in the earth. And it is actually not wise for you to have these gifts and not sharpen it. When David established those Levites in those different places, they were skilled and anointed. And you, most of the time, you have either or. You have some people that are skilled, but they're not anointed, or they're anointed and they may not be the most skillful individual. And so it's really important that you invest in sharpening your tools so that you can really influence the world. We're living in a day and age where influencers are increasing on an all-time high. We're living in a day and age where we're seeing so many people wanting to be on platforms to influence others one way or another. Why not for the kingdom? We influence people with the glory of the Lord, with excellence. We influence them with strategy. We influence them with impartation. We influence them with simply being who God has ordained and called us to be. And so I want to encourage you. I want to let you know that you don't have to figure this thing out on your own. And let me tell you how this all started. If I can for a moment, just share with you guys a little testimony. The burden to teach, the burden to train, the burden to impart came because sometimes the journey in being who God called you to be is very lonely. And sometimes people don't look like you, and neither have they taken the time to empower you in your grace. And one of the things I feel so strongly about is that it is not my duty to clone me, but it is my duty to empower you to be your best you, to pull on your grace and to say, what do you have? Because you have something to offer the world. And whatever it is that you have to offer the world, we want to help empower that. We want to tell you that you can be your best you. We want to show you how you can influence the world by just simply being who you are. And I'm telling you, it has been very lonely for me along the journey when people will empower your song, but they didn't empower the mandate behind your song. I mean, I'm telling you, they would empower you in your skill, but the mandate that was attached to your very existence and the mandate that's attached to your life, for them to empower you in that, it was, it's very slim. The life, the amount of people that can actually speak to those areas. I mean, I'm telling you, it's very, 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 very slim. And so I told the Lord, hey, everything I did not have, I want to be able to serve the world by being what I did not have to others. And and nobody really understood some of the mandates. And so trying to tread that ground by myself was very scary. It seemed very lonely. And I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like. I cannot tell you guys how many people I received testimonies from, especially when the Lord started launching us in music and to the masses. How many people said, man, I flowed like you flowed, but nobody could speak to that. This gives me the grace to be able to do what I saw in a vision, or what the Lord was showing me in my dreams concerning my life. And I'm telling you, with all of that being our portion, we need to know how to use what God has trusted us with in this hour. And that's what the Refresh Institute is designed to do. It is designed to walk alongside of you, to empower you, to keep you inspired, so that you won't let your gifts and your dreams die. So, for example, Ruth asked an amazing question. She said, what does that mean that they didn't speak to your mandate? So they would raise me up. I would get trained in singing, and they would train my vocal ability, and they would say, hey, do this and do that. But when it came down to the mandate to be able to go into different territories and release the word of the Lord that will push people in their purpose, that will push the local assembly into their rightful place of impact and dominion within their community, nobody attached that to a singer. They only attached that to the pastor. They didn't connect that. They just want you to come and sing a song, and that was it. Do your A and B selection, lead us in worship for 15 minutes, and that is it. No one could really speak to the burden that came with standing in the gap for that local assembly and contending for them in that region. No one could speak to that, or even to the contending for the body of Christ, contending for their space and their place. And no one can really speak to that. And so because of that, we were skilled, and we were just walking, stumbling upon our mandate, but we didn't really tap into what that really meant. We had a hard time understanding it. I had a hard time understanding it. And as a matter of fact, I delayed in making impact where I should have been because I didn't understand it completely. And that has been the whole problem. When you don't understand what you're called to do, when you don't understand where you're called to go, when you don't understand any of those things, you will find yourself not only casting your pearls amongst the swine, but you will also find yourself mismanaging, misstewarding the graces and the gifts that are on your life. God has sent us here at the Refresh Institute to literally stop that from happening. Literally to stop that from happening. We want to tap into your grace. We're going to build you up in skill, but we're going to also give you language for your destiny, language for your purpose. We're going to also help you reach your specific mandate. And I'm telling you, we are ready to see something we've never seen before. We're not ready to just coach up. We're not looking for the next Yolanda Adams. We're not looking for the next Psalmist Rain. We're looking for the next you. We're looking for you. We're looking for you. We're looking for you. And God, the world is looking for you. And God has sent us here as those that will partner with you to keep you inspired. Because again, a lot of people, they lost inspiration for their difference. They lose inspiration for the thing that rests upon their heart as their grace. They have lost that because there are not a lot of people that understand them. But I'm here to tell you that at the Institute, we walk alongside of you. We pull on you. The assignments that we give is to help dig up those different graces, those different treasures that you kept hidden because no one understood. I'm telling you, I was there. I know what that feels like. And the Lord throughout this time of ministry has literally been birthing the burden even the more to empower and build up those that are looking to they just want to do God's will. They want to do God's will. They want to know that they're not crazy. They want to know that they understand it fully and completely. And this is the institute that will help you do so. I don't know many institutes that will. You have the School of the Prophets and you have all of these things, but typically they try to train and teach you based off of the grace and the gifts that they know. But I'm telling you that the Lord has really dealt with me, because there are some giftings and graces that are being raised up in this hour that we may not necessarily have the language for. But God in this hour is using the Refresh Institute to continue to empower them in their grace, to give them strategy and insight on how to make a difference in, again, their lives, their community, and in their local assembly. So I want to encourage you, if you have not done so, go check out our website, learn more about our courses. Go visit us at www.refreshglobalnfp.org. If someone can post that on IG for me, I know it's been posted on YouTube and on Facebook, but we can actually, I'll put it right here, www.refreshglobalnfp.org. You can learn more about the Refresh Institute, our courses, learn more about its flexibilities. We also have so much to offer our world. We have so much to offer you. We have so much to offer you, and we want to help you. We want to walk alongside of you to ensure that your purpose is being fulfilled in the earth. And so that's who we are. We're the Refresh Institute. And like I said, it's Rush Week. So during the next couple of days, I'm going to have our other instructors come. We got classes also, if I didn't share this, also in drawing and in painting, because I believe that the Lord used artists completely. And I'm telling you, artists such as those that will draw and those that will paint his heart and his vision, he will use them totally and completely. And so we are, yes, thank you so much, Doris, for that. That's the website. You can go there and yes, thank you so much, Kim. You also can do so. You can partner with us on a monthly basis as we go, because again, we're going to continue our workshops and we're going to continue to train others in various different areas. And so we want to impart and impact your life. So we're doing it through the Institute, and we're also going to different regions, and we're going to empower you. I'm so grateful to the Lord for this opportunity to serve the world, I'm telling you. And I honestly, I'm really doing this because I promised the Lord, Father, no one has shared this information with me before. I had to learn a lot of these things on my own through revelation with the Lord. And I'm not going to get in God's way, but I am going to be a vessel that will help my brothers and sisters in the Lord reach their place of purpose and full potential. Again, it goes way beyond just singing and music, especially in this day and hour. God needs those that are skilled and anointed to influence our world totally and completely. So go check out our website. You can begin registration starting right now today. There are payment plans available for all of our courses, and you can truly be impacted. And remember, these courses are online, so you don't have to be where our hub is. You can be right sitting in your home, and our classes are recorded. So if you just happen to miss a particular day, or you wanted to take a class but you can't attend the live classes, as long as you're a student or a scholar of those classes, you can get those live recordings, and you can still stay in touch with the class, with your instructor, and you can continue to be empowered for your purpose. I'm telling you, no more delays. Don't delay another day. Don't delay any longer. Push towards your purpose, despite being, There are a lot of people that are, they're sitting at home because of the COVID surge and all of the above. Do you know that you can still make massive impact? Like COVID and the COVID surges and even going virtual, that is not stopping God. And it is not stopping the influence that He is releasing in the earth. He is still saving. He is still delivering. He is still impacting people's lives. And He is doing it through vessels like us that are willing to go with God all the way. So why not go with God all the way without, feeling by yourself and without feeling like you're on your last leg? No, you can continue to be inspired and empowered to be your best you. And we are here to serve you and do so. So go to our website, refreshglobalnfp.org. Go ahead and register today for any of those courses I shared with you guys in our Worship Arts Academy or our Creative Arts, and I'll share them again with you guys. We have our Foundations of Worship, we have a different priesthood, we also have our intercessory studies, our worship leadership studies, psalmistry studies, and our minstrelship studies. And on our Creative Arts side, we have our music theory, we have piano classes, percussion and drums. We also have our vocal classes, songwriting, and we have drawing and painting. So we're so grateful for it, and we are expanding even more. Oh, and our LifeWire class, the Journey of Acceptance, our LifeWire class is on there as well. Others accepting who they are and accepting how God has wired you. And so you can go and register for any of those courses or those course journeys through our website, through the Institute at www.refreshglobalnfp.org. And if you have any questions, you can also go on our website and submit a contact form, and we will answer your questions swiftly. You will probably have to give us 24 to 48 hours to receive and go through whatever questions is needed. But we are here. We are here to serve you. And most importantly, we're here to keep you inspired and to continue to empower and sharpen you for your purpose in the earth. So it's so good to be able to connect with you guys again today. I'll be on here tomorrow. Two of our instructors are going to share what they have and what they will be presenting in their courses for the spring semester in both drawing, vocals, and music theory. We'll have all of that presented on tomorrow. I saw some people on here that said they wanted to learn how to play the keyboard. I think that was Brianna. I think that's what you said. You wanted to learn to play the keyboard and also to just be developed in vocal training and all of the above. And we have the perfect courses for you. All of our instructors, or our instructor of the music theory and on the vocal side, she is a degreed instructor. So you're going to get some real intense work. We have almost all of our instructors are degreed, and the area in which they are constantly just sharpening their skills in it. They have experience in it, and God is doing some amazing things in and through them. So I want to encourage you, dive right on in. Our registration ends on Friday, so you want to make sure you get in before Friday. We have payment plans readily available, and we're going to be right with you throughout this whole spring semester to see you move forward and push forward and being your best you. So again, go check us out, www.refreshglobalnfp.org. Online classes for both our international and domestic audience, and we are here. We are here to serve you, to empower you in your purpose and your grace. You can also ask any questions that you need. I know I'm going to answer some questions that was already put up here before. Someone asked about Refresh 3.3. Refresh 3.3 is scheduled to come out later on this month. I'm so excited because I have sent approvals for final mixing, and so we're excited about that. Depending on Michael, depending on the type of course you pick determines how long the program is. However, we are doing registrations for this current spring semester that's going from the last week of January up until the middle of May. Let's see. I want to make sure I answer any of you guys' questions. Thank you guys so much for your support and your love with our music. We just want to help you be all that God has called you to be. And so if you have any questions, you can go ahead and let us know. Hey, Brandex, good to see you. Let's see, was there some other questions on here as well? Hey, Kira, good to see you. Love you guys so much. Yes, so I think I answered all the questions on here. Awesome. Thank you so much, Brianna, for registering and signing up. I think our team did receive it. Yep. Awesome. Our team received it. So thank you guys so much for registering. So again, we're super excited to see you guys, super excited to connect with y'all, super excited to see y'all in the classroom, in the virtual classroom, that is, at the ReFresh Institute. But be on the lookout. Oh, let's see here. Be on the lookout for upcoming workshops that's coming to a city near you. And we're super excited about these weekends of refreshing that will continue to empower your life. So I will see you guys on tomorrow as we have two of our instructors that will be present talking about 3 of our courses on tomorrow. All right. So I love you guys. Check us out. I'll let you know the times in the posting a little later on. Yes, we have started back responding. I don't know what's going on IG. We have started back responding to okay, I think it should be better now. We have started back responding to our bookings. We went back in the office this week, so we are here and we're catching up. So if you can, just please give us some time, but we are responding. How, as a worship leader, do you not get agitated with the congregation during worship? It requires it depends on exactly why are you agitated when it comes down to the congregation. Some of it could be a lack of understanding. One of the things I notice is that a lot of the congregations, they don't understand worship. As much as we as believers are worshipers, we really don't understand what it really is. And as a worship leader, you have to be very, very skilled and strategic in how you teach them while you're leading them. And I know our worship leadership course is all about that. It's about setting up the blueprint. Hey, Spanky, it's all about setting up the blueprint to setting up the blueprint for building up that culture of worship within the local assembly, and then being able to connect everybody, thinking about some strategies as a leader to be able to connect everybody and pull them to the same place that you know God is calling your congregation to be. I think it's really important, because if we fail to host God's presence in our churches, then what exactly do we have? What exactly do we have? And that's the scary part. Hi, Danielle, good to see you. Yeah, like what exactly do we have? If we're not hosting his presence, then what presence do we have? Is it a presence of carnality? Like what exactly do we have? And is it really helping people? Is it really saving people's lives? And we're living in a day and age where we can't play with people's lives any longer. We've done it way too long, and we've seen the effects of impacting their lives, and it's happening too much. And so we want to be able to help. You're more than welcome. Our worship leadership course will help you to work through how to be able to get your congregation on the same page. We will give you strategy and skills as a leader, and we will continue to push you. We're not teaching you how to lead a song. As a worship leader, as a worship pastor, what we want to do is teach you how to build a culture of worship, a culture where it doesn't rest just on you as the lead singer, where it doesn't even rest on your musicians, and it doesn't even rest on your worship team, but as a congregation, you all go up before the Lord together. And that's what we teach in our worship leadership class. So yes, I'm telling you. I am telling you. So I love you guys. I'll be on here tomorrow. Connect with us tomorrow to learn more about our vocal classes. our music theory class, and also our drawing and painting class. And so I'm super excited to be able, we are excited to be able to serve you guys on this spring semester, and we want to see you in the virtual classroom. So we love you guys so much, and visit our website, www.refreshglobalnfp.org. Connect with us and join us for this semester, and stay tuned for all of the regional workshops that are happening coming up throughout this first half of 2022. Happy holidays, happy new year, more so. Happy New Year's, and we will see you soon.